Thank you, Corey. The 2021 HSTA Award for Teaching Excellence. The HSTA Award for Teaching Excellence program was established to celebrate the outstanding work of the late Stacy Nishina, an outstanding public school teacher, longtime staff member of HSTA, and the supporter of all of HSTA's state candidates for the NEA Foundation Awards for Teaching Excellence. Sarah Milianta-Laffin's nomination and supporting documents for this award clearly define how she demonstrates each of the award's 5 criteria of the Stacy, thus making her a well-deserved recipient of the award. Mili demonstrates excellence in scholarship, teaching, advocacy, community, and youth, and puts her students at the forefront of all of her work. Mili, we are honored to present you with the Stacy Award this year and to recognize you at the 2021 NEA Foundation Awards for Teaching Excellence.
Aloha, Union family. I'm honored to receive the 2021 Stacy Award. It's my hope that my work honors Stacy's memory and legacy. From all that I've heard, she was an incredible teacher and human. Thank you to President Corey Rosenlee for the heartfelt letter to NEA on my behalf for the next part of this process, and for helping my students try to make menstrual equity happen in public school. Thank you, Logan Okita, for the kind introduction and helping me with logistics. To S.T.A.C.Y for his wise counsel and willingness to communicate by text. People who text are my people. Thank you to the HSTA staff and board of directors who ratified the award for having confidence that I can represent Hawaii to the NEA. There's something special about being recognized for an award by peers who truly see your work. I was nominated for this award by last year's Stacy winner, Ray Villanueva from Waialae Charter School, who is a fireball of teacher energy. I met Ray on Twitter through the hashtag 808Educate monthly chats of Hawaii educators way before we ever met in person. To the teachers in this space today, do yourself a favor and join Twitter for one of these powerful conversations. Ray and I also happen to share the same birthday, so thank you for the nomination, Ray, and happy almost Taurus season. We know that teaching is not a profession that happens in isolation. Thank you to my school level leader, Vicki Parker Cam, for inviting me to my first HSTA legislative reception years ago that got me involved with union work. Thank you to Leeward Chapter President Shirley Yamauchi for trusting me to represent Leeward on HSTA's Government Relations Committee for these last 2 years, and for the recent support of my appointment to HSTA's Board of Directors. GRC Hope Chair McKean, thank you. You've been a beacon of light as I've learned the legislative process. Thanks for answering all my weird texts and questions and taking your time to educate me. I've learned so much from the way you lead from the heart. Now, if you know me, I'm probably that weird teacher who talks too much about menstrual cycles, as my students have been working for over 2 years to get the legislature to get free period products in our public schools. Or maybe you know me from my work supporting LGBTQIA youth in Gender Sexuality Alliances, or GSAs, as our Ilima Intermediate GSA was the 2020 National GSA of the Year out of 8,000 clubs. If you're interested in starting a GSA, please message me. We desperately need more of these safe spaces for our kids in Hawaii schools, and I'd love to help. Or maybe you're like, whoa, who is this chick? Well, hi, if you haven't met me, I'm Mili. I've been teaching for 15 years, and I'm passionate about education and social justice, as I don't believe you can disconnect both. Educating is activism. I will say that again. Educating is activism. Shout out to HCR Chair Jody and her team for developing the HSTA Cares program. I'm so excited for these developments, and I will be there on May 1st for your Room with the View social justice programming. So thank you for doing that. Years ago, someone asked me, what radicalized you as a teacher, Mili? Now, first, I was a little irritated because I didn't consider myself to be a radical. But looking back, if wanting our students housed, fed, cared for, and given the best free and public education possible is a radical idea, then yeah, I guess I'm a radical. So do you know other radical teachers who are not in this space today? Please take a moment and invite them to get more involved in our union, just like Vicki did for me years ago. The fight for educational equity needs everybody to suit up. I'll leave you with this today. And I wrote this actually before I heard President Rosenlee's speech, so I love how it fits together. I love this profession, as I'm sure all of you here today do. But bell hooks tells us that, quote, there can be no love without justice. Now, to me, justice for some is not justice at all. And I'm proud to be working in a state and national union that understands that. I'm carrying the memory of our students, like I remember SkyCap and Chicago's Adam Toledo, heavy in my heart this weekend. Sorry. Both students should be in a teacher's classroom on Monday. And because they will not be, we must hold space for them and students like them by continuing to fight for all of our students. So please, thank you to HSTA for this award, and thank you HSTA teachers for fighting with me. Let's continue to be radical for our students. So thank you so much.